And now, Rock on the Range coverage on 99.7 The Blitz.
1, 2, check.
He's the singer from Lacuna Coil. Yeah!
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to rock.
I'm Italian as well.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, I got to get the Lacuna Coil interview.
All right, so we should do this in Italian.
I wish I could speak Italian. Maybe we can get some lessons.
All right. Next time you learn and we do it in Italian.
Well, I wanted to congratulate you. Your new album, Dark Adrenaline, is actually the highest, top song you got, or top album you guys have had ever.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It's chart debuted the highest ever.
Yeah.
And that's like saying a lot, because you guys have been working for a long time. You've been really busting the concert tour.
Actually, you know what? This year is 15 years of Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, Lacuna Coil, 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been following you guys for probably 10 of those, and especially because it was an Italian band.
Yeah,
so I got all excited.
I mean, we actually started to be known in America since like 2003, 2004 when the Comalize album, because we never toured before in the States, so it was just a European thing in the first part of our career.
Yeah. Now, when you guys play the States versus Milan or anywhere in Italy, what's the difference kind of in the crowd reaction to you guys?
I mean, the kids are always good here or in Europe. There's not much difference on the reaction. It's mostly that in Europe, the people that listen to rock and metal, they only listen to that. So it's more, at our concert, it's going to be either a rock metal guy or a goth guy, and that's it. While in America, the crowd is more different. Like you can have a skater type of person or a rocker, a lot of different type of people coming to the show.
Yeah. The other thing too, you guys were recently nominated in Revolver. It doesn't look like we found out yet, but you were nominated for the Revolver Golden Gods Award.
Yeah.
When are those announced?
It was in the beginning of this tour, I think, so a couple of months ago.
A couple more months ago.
But we actually didn't win.
Oh, you didn't win?
No,
You got the
Japan won.
nomination.
Which was weird to me because in the list of bands there were bands like Meshuggah or Rammstein. I thought Rammstein was the one who actually is going to win because they're so big, But then Japan won and everybody was surprised.
That's
I mean, they're not a band of 2012,
Well, for International Artists in Revolver next year, I'm going to pull some strings. It
Okay,
better be Lacuna
okay, let's
Coil.
try that. Let's do some Italian style.
I'll totally work my angles with my buddies in the mob. So the other thing too, okay, when you guys are putting a record together, you're kind of considering all the fans, all the audiences that you're going to be performing in front of. Do you think specifically on an international level, or do you just kind of think of what's affecting you guys personally at home, or how do you kind of
I think
relate your music?
Along our career, we've been becoming also different people, because we've been spending a lot of our times in North America between the recordings and the label is here and the touring. So we've been contaminated in a way, we've been evolving as people, and now we feel more like international artists. We've been doing South America, India, Australia, Japan, North America, Russia. So we now are not exactly the same people we were when we started just as a little gothic metal band from Milano, Italy, So I think it's normal that reflects also in the art, in the music. And when we write our sound, it's in between Europe, our heritage, and America as well, because we spend a lot of time here. We hear a lot of bands. We tour with American bands.
Yeah.
So it's impossible that doesn't affect you in a way, So we try to have this more open sound right now, and that's why we were able to tour with a band like In Flames or Dimmu Borgir or Typo Negative, as well as POD, Disturbed, or Rob Zombie, or Megadeth even.
Yeah.
So our sound is quite a big variety of sounds in the same band, I think.
As you just progress and change over the years.
Yeah, and we still found new ways, like the radio is now more on, we like Spellbound on the Shallow Life record and Trip the Darkness are the best charting singles we had on the radio in America, and that means we're opening some new doors, even if we're not a young band anymore,
You're still kicking it though, and like you said, you kind of reinvent yourself and find new ways to do it. What is your favorite wine? I'm a Chianti girl, and I don't care what flavor or brand, but I'm a Chianti girl. You have
I
a
think
favorite
Chianti
wine?
is my favorite as well.
It's a poor man's
I
wine,
like
but
also
love it.
white wines like the Pinot.
Oh, Pinot.
The very dry, also the rosé wine.
Yeah.
I like the rosé. There's some Greek rosé wine that I love. But I used to work actually in a winery in Milan before, when we still were touring and working at the same time.
Man after my heart, worked in a winery. Are you kidding? That's awesome. If there was one artist, a musician or artist of any kind that has passed that you would bring back, who would it be?
Probably Jim Morrison from The Doors, because I always been fascinated by his writing and his approach to life. It was extreme, of course. Maybe I wouldn't do everything that he has done, but surely that was very fascinating to me when I was a kid. I grew up with The Doors, and it was always to be high and experience something while you're high was without overdoing, like not taking heavy drugs and stuff like that. But
High
just
on wine.
High on, yeah, it could be just wine, just a little high that opens your perspective a little bit. And I always like that. I never like the excess or the abuse or getting and become a slave of some substance or something. I just like to, when there's a nice mood, that's something that you can enjoy with other people, being conscious of what you do.
Would definitely be curious to see what Jim Morrison would be doing musically or creatively, if anything at all, now.
Probably would be tough to take it away from the 70s, because that was the time where everything that happened to him was the right time to happen.
Yes, for sure. The last question I'll ask you, what was your very first concert? I don't care if it was rock or anything, opera, whatever.
I was a kid, and I actually sneaked through the back door in Milan, Italy, in a very underground clubs, and I've seen for the first time all these punk people and alternative people with like spikes, and it was opened my mind. I was a skater guy, and he really opened my mind on a complete different new culture that was the underground culture, and it was Primus on their first European tour with an opening from Limbo Maniacs, a band from California that was like the early Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of band.
Yeah.
That was my first show.
Primus was the first show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Primus was his first concert. Oh my God.
That was their first, I believe, was their first tour in Europe, actually.
Milan, Italy.
Many years ago.
I'm gonna come visit you.
All right.
Andrea, lead singer from Lacuna Coil, they hit the stage. You guys are headlining the Jägermeister Music Stage this year.
Which is a big honor for us.
That's amazing. 6 p.m. And you know what? I was over there for the band that headlined last night. You got the perfect time because the sun's going to be back behind the Crew Stadium, so you won't be in the sun, and it'll be packed for you guys.
Yeah, we're going to need that because it's really warm today, and we're doing a lot of interviews, a lot of walking around, so we need some fresh air.
Yes. Would you mind saying I love you in Italian?
Ti amo.
Jesus. I can say it, but it doesn't sound the same unless you do it. Andrea, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Grazie.